sports. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Colorado State Rams offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Line gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Morrow. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. Puts him in the spinner, still running. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And off from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He'll throw on third down. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He wants to take the top off. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rams want to crank the tempo. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got his man quickly. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Split backs here. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pressure coming. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. It's caught. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got his man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The UNLV offense ready to return to the field.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking downfield, it's Fernandez. They're trying to get to it. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Pulls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just enough time for one final play in this half. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Now the play fake. On the move to his left. Fires on the move. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half. So...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. For the 3rd. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They go to the draw. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's second down. The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights, like the rivalries.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be
a shot toward the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They'll leave it with him. Spin, still running. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On second down, wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Offense set on 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for space. It's Durham. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going to try to get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offense.
And that pass is intercepted.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Gonna run it. It's Moss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, and it's up. Right into the double coverage. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Coming after him. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw.
It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. It's caught downfield. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Moss. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. They give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Texas A&M going up tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on fourth. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A&M comes back out with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will audible. Back to the air one more time. Moving out of the pocket. Hits the spin cycle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Bug meat windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down.
Touchdown, Aggie! He shed tackles right and left in Houston. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to...
And that ball is live in the backfield. And he was able to get back on top of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. this guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Looking for a crease. It's Durham. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Blumen making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Reed. He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Open space at the 25. He's loose on the right. Inside the 30. Pass to 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy